Well, what do we have here? Long overdue and long awaited is a particular item I had ordered quite a bit ago, over a year ago, and I also paid for it last December on pre-order, and that was it. Eventually arrived in the UK and has been shipped to myself. There she blows. Type 3 Class 37-4 refurbished with ETH 1:76.2 scale double gauge model, Class 37. And this is, hold on, I'll turn it around and show you. Class 37420, the Scottish Hosteller. Large logo, blue, era 8. Perfect. So I'll get this out and we'll have a little look at it. That's the booklet that comes with the model, Operating and Caring for your Accurascale model. And here we have the model in here. Let's get the foam out. You must read the instructions on the reverse of this card before operating the model. So there's two of them. Give them a good read before we do anything with it. And there we go. A lot of light glare on it. I'll get it out the box. Now here we are with the logo out the packaging. And the finish on it is amazing. We can see that it's got lots of detail. A lot of highlight parts. There's the stag for the Highland rail. Lots of separate fitted parts there. Little radio antenna for running on the West Highland line, the north of Scotland. Details on it are amazing. This one is DC. I will eventually DCC it, but I got the DC one initially because that's the one I could afford. Very nice. The etched grill on there with the roof fan. Roof detail looks amazing. All the riveting. Looks like interior detail there. Obviously get a couple of drivers. Oops, out of focus. And that's it. DCC Accurascale Class 37-4. The more you look at it, the more details you see. Yeah, very nice. So here we go. We want to get this locomotive running, and these cards come that say you must read the instructions on the reverse of this card before operating your model, and it gives you very specific instructions, and those instructions are, I reckon this one at the bottom for DC operation says you've got to flick on the switches 2, 4 and 6, and that's for operation with the DCC blanking plate fitted. So I reckon that means translated as DC, because 1 and 3 on for operation with an ESU decoder, 2, 4, 5 and 6 on for a non-ESU decoder, and 2, 4 and 6 on with the blanking plate. So what we want to do is now we get into this, so it has a magnetic roof. as explained in the instructions, basically saying decoder access, remove part 95 if you're wanting to fit a decoder, which is straightforward, which I will eventually do. But also it basically explains that you have to remove part 95, which is here, that whole roof section that goes on the locomotive body here. So translated, that means that we can remove this part here, which we'll do just now. Actually does go off quite easy, obviously, because you're filming. There we go. So magnetic roof removed. I've now got the locomotive in the right orientation, and we can see in here, this is the little panel that refers to here. 6 little switches that need to be orientated. So 2, 4 and 6 seem to be on just now. It seems to be set for DC, which is good to see. And 5, 3 and 1 are off. So the loco is good to go on DC power, and I'll set it up on the rolling road because obviously the length of this and the Angels Ridge Railroad is narrow, tight curves, so that won't go around them. But I'll set the rolling road up and we'll give it some power and see how it goes. But yeah, very clever manoeuvre with having the magnetic roof, which goes that way around. That's it fitted back on. Now we'll get it in the track and put some power to the wheels in the motor. So there she is on the rolling road, 37420, the Scottish Hosteller 37-4 with the Highland Rail logos on it. Stunning looking loco, details are amazing. One thing I forgot to mention, I kept meaning to mention, was the weight. The weight of this thing is phenomenal. But let's flick it on. Obviously we don't have all the DCC gubbins to kind of run through certain features that you'd expect to see, maybe cab lights and etc. So, but we'll get it started, get the wheels turning. That's 50% power on my Gauge Master Combi controller. It says not to use older controllers, older than 20 years old on it. Obviously, because of the sensitivity of the electrics on it. But that's running absolutely smooth. Smooth as silk. There's absolutely no wobble at all on any of the wheels or the axles. Yeah, that's looking good, sounding good, very smooth, no hum. Let's have a look and see if the lights are working. That'll turn the power up. And then you see the 3 lights working. You have the 2 in the headboard and the 1 in the front, which is the probably Scottish car headlight, which is typical of many of the locals that ran in Scotland. Have that extra light at the front. Love the look of those steel buffers as well, which are sprung. Ta-da! So let's turn the power down, switch direction, and have it run the other way. So yeah, perfect. Let's have a look at these lights at the front here. So all good, working fine, running really smooth. Very happy camper. After running in both directions for half an hour, I put the locomotive on the Angels Ridge track and gave it a run up and down that straight, and it runs really smooth. It's nice and silent, and it's got a half decent crawl on it as well. So very happy. Get a DCC chip coming for it, and we'll get it DCC sorted, and it should help it run even smoother and give me access to all the light functions as well. So thanks again for tuning in, much appreciated, and I'll catch you in the next one.